Crossing paths with a sour alpha male can feel like walking through a minefield, dangerous and unpredictable. Their assertiveness and dominance are known characteristics, and meeting them can quickly escalate into a stormy situation. However, facing a Sigma man in a similar predicament is an entirely different challenge. Often lurking in the shadows of social dynamics, Sigma males have an aura of mystery that distinguishes them. Their demeanor exudes a calmness that hides their inner complexity. But beneath that calm exterior lies a reservoir of emotions and thought processes that few can decipher. Unlike their alpha counterparts, whose reactions are often blunt and aggressive, Sigma males display a subtlety that keeps observers guessing. When provoked, they do not release their fury by brute force. Instead, they navigate through the noise with calculated precision, akin to a chess master contemplating his next move. This element of mystery and strategic finesse is what makes dealing with Sigma males so exciting. So let's dive deeper into the complex world of Sigma male psychology and explore the various reactions they reveal when they push their limits. 1. They turn silence into hidden power. People sometimes react violently when they are angry, either by shouting or expressing frustration. However, some people find the strength to remain silent when they are upset. For example, Sigma males use silence as a strategic move. By remaining silent, they make the other person feel tense and uncomfortable. It's a way for them to take a step back and calm down before saying things they might regret. While some may view this as passive-aggressive, it actually shows emotional intelligence and self-control. Choosing silence over words or actions can evoke different feelings and thoughts in another person. This can lead to feelings of frustration, curiosity, or confusion. Sigma males use silence to unsettle their opponents and control the situation without saying a word. A message conveyed through silence can be more powerful than spoken words. Although seemingly calm on the surface, a Sigma who chooses to remain silent may have a lot on his mind, too. They get really honest and direct. Although Sigma males are usually quiet and reserved, they get really honest and direct when they get angry. This may come as a surprise, as they are usually known for careful thinking and planning. But when they're angry, they don't pull back. They point out mistakes or express their frustration very directly, as if they are trying to control the situation and release all their pent-up emotions. Sigma men are good at noticing small things and paying attention to details, so they probably followed through on anything that bothered them. When they reach their limit, all these emotions come out without filters. Their honesty can scare others, especially if they are not used to seeing Sigma men like this. Although this may seem like a personal attack, they are not trying to be mean. They just want to make sure they are heard and understood. 3. They become a strong and persuasive force. Sigma types may appear calm and cool, but when they get angry, another side of them comes out. They are intelligent and plan well, which makes them difficult opponents in battle. Instead of becoming aggressive, they can calmly plan their next move in the background. Don't think they don't pose a threat. They can surprise you when you least expect it. They are able to manipulate situations to get what they want, even if it means using unexpected methods. While this behavior may not be cool, it is a reminder that quiet people should not be underestimated. Some say that Sigma men are like silent experts, always thinking and planning, ready to act just when it's needed. You only see that side when they are pushed to their limits. In general, they prefer to remain obscure and avoid conflict in order to stay out of the spotlight. They want to go about their business without attracting unnecessary attention. 4. Sometimes they decide to take a step back. Not all arguments need an immediate solution. Sometimes it's better to take a break and look at it later when you have a clear mind. By doing this, you gain control and make the other person wonder why you didn't react as expected. It shows that you don't let emotions or external factors dictate your actions. You can choose when to participate and when to withdraw instead of letting anger take over. Taking a break is not about avoiding or running away from a problem. It's about recognizing when to back off or resolve a conflict for the well-being of everyone involved. It is a sign of wisdom and maturity that prioritizes mental and emotional health over getting stuck in the vicious cycle of anger and conflict. Even if the other person doesn't immediately realize it, watching someone walk away from an escalating situation is a powerful lesson in emotional maturity and self-control. As they say, a truly wise person is one who knows when to confront and when to retreat. 5. They wonder if the other person can control the inner strength. Have you ever been afraid of your own anger? Many people have this feeling. We wonder if others can handle our strong emotions when we are angry. This happens because we know how powerful our emotions can be and how they can affect others. I'm not one to get angry easily, but when I do, my strength and intensity can be a lot for those around me. I worry about getting hurt or causing harm, especially if the other person is not prepared. This concern makes me think twice before showing my anger, and sometimes I even hold it back. Unlike an alpha male who is quick to show dominance and anger, I tend to think about what might happen when I get angry. Choose when to express my anger carefully. I know with power comes responsibility, and I don't want to hurt anyone in the heat of the moment. Although I have a strong inner strength that can be intimidating, I also understand what I am capable of. 6. They forgive, but you can be sure they never forget. Even when Sigma types get really upset, they are surprisingly able to move on and forgive once they calm down. They don't hold a grudge just for being mean, but that doesn't mean they forget or let people off the hook easily. Sigma men have fond memories and learn quickly from difficult times. They look out for those who do them wrong, just in case. Forgiveness helps them find peace, while their memory helps them avoid double abuse. These guys believe in second chances, but not third or fourth chances. Mess with them once and they will gently give you a second chance. Do this twice and they will close the door for good. Although Sigma types don't let anger or pain get the best of them, they are always on guard to avoid getting hurt again. Their memories act as a buffer against future pain without holding them back. Forgetting is not an option, but true forgiveness remains in their hearts. 7. They always make sure their ego doesn't get all the attention. Sigma men deal with anger in a unique way. Even when they are really upset, they don't let their ego or pride take over. These guys experience strong emotions, but are self-aware and careful not to let temporary emotions dictate their actions. Instead of claiming to be right or winners, they prioritize truth and right. They prefer to be open and honest rather than arrogant, even if it means admitting vulnerability. Anger can inflate the ego and cause problems, but Sigma men try to separate real problems from hurt feelings. By staying grounded and not letting their ego get in the way, they ensure that anger leads to honesty, not hostility. They also avoid dramatic displays of anger that only boost their egos and hurt others. Creating a scene distracts from the real problems and weakens their credibility. Instead of getting caught up in ego-driven anger, Sigmas focus on finding solutions and communicating effectively. Their self-control is based on humility, not false pride. They go into their own world and ignore everyone else. When emotions are high, it can feel like there is a lot going on, and it can be tiring. This is especially true for Sigma men. They usually don't like arguments or bad feelings. If an outsider bothers them, they may decide to withdraw and be alone. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's usually because someone has abused them or broken their trust. Instead of causing problems, they go to their space and shut people down. They want to deal with their feelings themselves. They think about every little thing and look at the situation from every angle. Instead of going back to the person who upset them, they decide to let them go and think about why they acted the way they did. This thinking time can be a few hours, a day, or even a week, depending on the situation. Some people may think they are just depressed, but they are actually trying to figure out what went wrong and how to better understand people in the future. Although they may seem distant and hard to talk to at the moment, everything that has happened is going through their minds. They can't just forget about something that's bothering them and move on without realizing it. This process may seem slow, but it is really important to keep their mind clear and healthy. So Sigma guys take a break and come back stronger and smarter every time. 9. They turn their frustration into something useful. Anger can be very powerful and can make things better or worse. Some people may keep their anger inside, while others let it out on people, causing harm to themselves or loved ones. But the men of Sigma do things differently. They take that anger and turn it into something good. Instead of letting it harm themselves or others, they use it for positive change. They can channel their anger into hard training, or use it as fuel for creativity. Some may think this means locking away their emotions, but Sigma men see it as an opportunity to take control and channel their energy into doing something useful. We can all choose how we deal with our emotions, so why not make a choice that helps us? I know it's not always easy, but think how many times we regret the things we said or did when we were angry. Turning that anger into something productive not only allows us to get rid of that energy, but it also helps turn bad feelings into something good. 10. Conclusion. Demystifying Sigma men. Unraveling the complexity of Sigma men's behavior reveals that their responses to anger are not simply reactive, but deeply rooted in a complex interplay of emotions and intellect. While the world often sees anger as a blinding force that clouds judgment, Sigma people defy this perception by using their emotional turmoil to sharpen their focus and improve their analytical skills. Indeed, Sigma men's heightened attention to detail in moments of anger highlights their unique ability to extract meaning from chaos. Instead of giving in to impulsive reactions, they channel their emotional energy into a relentless search for understanding and carefully approach every nuance of the situation. However, this heightened sensitivity to stimuli also presents its own challenges. There is a high risk of becoming trapped in a single perspective, which threatens to obscure alternative viewpoints and prevent effective problem solving. But with conscious effort and self-awareness, Sigma people strive to navigate this delicate balance, ensuring that their heightened awareness remains a tool for enlightenment rather than an obstacle to clarity. A Sigma male's journey in the midst of anger is not essentially a descent into chaos, but a quest for enlightenment, a quest driven by a relentless search for truth and a commitment to using emotional turmoil for the greater good. With their introspection and resilience, Sigma men typify emotional intelligence, paving the way for a more sophisticated understanding of the human psyche and interpersonal dynamics.